Quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Get off the field. 56 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Express. 56. Check 56. Go. Go.
Now Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third and long, it's Newton. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run it with Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 56 to Mike.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
What's that? 180. Mike 56.
On 2nd down now. It's Bell. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
What's the run? They're running there. 20. Check nickel. Jim. Gun.
Newton now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Uncorks one for Davis. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 91 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
20. Here we go. Showing up.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This is Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Great. 56 is the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do.
56 the mic, boy. 56. Check 56.
To throw is Newton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there. 56. Don't get nervous.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Newton to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Newton. That's complete. It's Bell. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Whip. Watch the whip. Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.